All right, Shalom. This is the brothers from GMS New Orleans, GMS Baton Rouge, coming at you with another quick lesson. As always, we'll give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh, double honors once again to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace, blessings, and salutations again to the hopeful elect. All right, this lesson comes off a conversation I know earlier brothers were having, which is on time. It goes right along with the spirit that Apostle Gabar and Apostle Tahar was in. As far as help and as far as ultimately, man, being self-sufficient and knowing how to do things yourself. And this is really a lesson, a quick lesson, for you younger brothers out there, man, or brothers that in that spirit of not kind of venturing out and learning new things, man. All right, we coming in a time like Apostle Tahar said, you have to become your own DR, man. All right, you're coming into a time where the price of certain items in the store is being high. You got to learn. You got to know how to cook, man. You got to know how to become your own mechanic. All right, and there's information out there. Just like you learn these scriptures, you have to learn. All right, learn new things, man. Especially in the times that we're in. Okay, and the more you do that, the more you practically help yourself, you help your family, and you can help other brothers, man. All right, instead of a brother getting a crazy hack and getting haggled by a damn particular business, you know how to do it, man. You can help brothers out. All right. Whatever you brothers got, or you brothers want to say something, you definitely, y'all brothers got it, man.
Yeah. That's just you got it.
Yeah, real quick. This Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, but to do good and to communicate, forget not, for with such sacrifices, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is well pleased. Yep.
You want to speak on it?
Yeah, so that goes into anything going on with the alchemy throughout the body. All right. Inform brothers of what's going on. Through establish the communication has to be established. All right, at this point right now, especially in these times. All right, throughout your day-to-day basis. All right, weekly. All right, especially of course when you get around brothers, be face to face. Establish the communication. Let brothers know what's going on, so brothers can know how to assist and help. Okay, instead of just thinking you can do things on your own and doing it your way. It doesn't work that way. All right. We're not in the world, man. We're in this truth. And we're abiding brothers for a reason, man. All right.
Yeah, man. And like I said, this is coming off a conversation. The brothers is running it, and we mentioned both of the apostles video. Apostle Gabar was getting on, which he'd been on that journey for some months now, almost a year or longer, running. You got to get to that point of getting your help in order, man. You shouldn't be a man of the Lord or follower of Yahweh Shai. You shouldn't be just eating trash, man, junk food all goddamn thing, man. All right, you should be in the mindset of taking the herbs, and you should be in the mindset of just doing something. All right, the scriptures, we know we focus on these scriptures. We go into breakdowns, lessons, his fellowship will have you, but on your daily. In your daily life, man, you should be running, man. You should be walking. You should be doing some type of if need be, some type of training, man. Whether it be, it's just in your downtime, some type of hand-to-hand combat, some type of weightlifting, something, man. To be in shape. You should be in the mood of eating better, man. All right, fast food. What some we mentioned when we were talking to brothers. I'm trying to put it together. But some we mentioned about the fast food shit. How Jake shouldn't be.
Man of the Lord shouldn't be eating at McDonald's.
Yeah, especially that, man. It's too much research out there, and too much information that came out over the past years, whether about the apostles. All right, or whether about various different brothers in different states, or whether just information in general, Esau, what's going on with that fast food life, man. All right. If you're a man, especially if you're a brother, you a quote unquote single brother. Oh, let's say you got a family. You should be in that. You should be definitely be self-sufficient and understanding how to cook, man, for yourself. All right, but you're not relying on fast food and different little places to cook food for. You know how to do it for yourself, man.
Yeah.
All right. You should. Brothers should definitely. Like I'm talking to the younger brothers too. Because I remember a long time ago, it was the brother from what's the brother from Boston? Their brother Adama. All right, their brother was doing a video one time, and he was on it, man. The spirit was on him. Some videos quite similar to this. I think he was working on one of his cars and shit, man. Like he just like you should be in that spirit too of doing and understanding how to fix things on your own. All right, but you brothers got it.
Yep.
Just real quick to back up what you just said. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30, starting at 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There's no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart.
I'll read that last one, man.
There is no riches above a sound body.
There's no riches.
Joy above
Slack. There's no riches above a sound body. So you can have all the money in the world, in which a lot of these Israelites out here that are so quote unquote celebrities, a lot of them got bad health, man.
Yep.
A lot of them are in I'm talking about even worse condition with money, and it doesn't make any sense to have that money, and your health is bad, man. So this being in sound health is above all things, man. Okay. And how much more the riches of Yahweh Shem Shai? We gotta be in tip top shape, man. Go ahead.
Hey, I like that that nigga Rick Ross at one time when a nigga on his deathbed or something because he was eating them with that lemon pepper shrimp and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. That nigga Boosie too, man.
Yep.
Nigga got a millionaire and got bad health. Eyes all black. He got foam around both sides of his lips. Nigga got heart problems. Shit. There's a couple of dudes I know in that world and got bad health. Like I said, that's why you see a lot of them check out, man. Okay. But go ahead,
I wanted to get this word constitution.
Okay.
I'm gonna read this again. This is Sirach 30 and 14. It says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. And this word constitution, it says a person's physical state with regard to vitality, health, and strength. And, a man's vitality goes into how active he is, how strong. You want to be able to, right before all hell breaks loose in Jacob's trouble, you want to be able to move. You want to be able to not be a pushover. I was watching a Jordan documentary, not the main one, but one of these YouTube videos. They were saying right before he started winning the championships, he said he was tired of getting pushed around by the Pistons. So he had to put on some bulk. He had to put on some muscle on his frame. Jake shouldn't be 120 pounds in the truth, man. You got to have the constitution of a man.
Even in my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah.
That last part you gonna say? You can hear me?
Yeah, kind of.
What that last part you was about to say? Salaka.
I thought that was your rock. Had something to say.
No, that was me. But yours kind of like.
Oh, no, I was just saying, you want to have the frame of a man, of a grown man, especially going into these times. A lot of Jakes, they say, well, we're going to get spiritual power. First of all, you don't know if you're going to be one of those men. Secondly, you don't know when it's going to happen. You don't want to just go through life being weak and frail, hoping the Lord is just going to change you to Samson out the blue. Like, it might not happen like that.
Yeah, man.
It's probably not going to happen like that.
Yeah, even when I was, doing the fighting thing, man. A lot of that shit, brother. Like when I learned 120 pounds, man, that's a victim weight, man. You asking for it.
Yeah.
You gotta be, hey. And in the times we going, man, you see shit is breaking loose, man. They got all type of weirdos, crazy people out here, man. You want to be at least, able to to help yourself too, man.
That
in
holds
certain
on.
cases, and hold you on, you know.
Yeah, that's the spirit you said it, like, because you don't want to look like a victim. Even if you can't, you might not be a black belt, you might not have years of fighting, but if you look more like a man than the next person, a person that's a predator who's looking to take advantage, you're like, okay, this guy's kind of big. Let me pick this smaller person. So just having stature, having size could help ward off a fight. You know?
Yeah. You able to like I said, you able to ward them off just on that, man. You know, because like I said, you know, go ahead, you got it.
I was just saying, I had a precept going into what you were saying earlier about self-sufficiency, because, you know, one of the first things you find out when you find out you're Israelite is that we're under divine curses because of our disobedience. And this is the main curse that's why, you know, most Jakes aren't self-sufficient right now. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh, the Most High, shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. So Jacob forgot how to fish, forgot how to hunt, forgot how to use the land to make certain things. We're completely detached from how we were in the ancient world. Jake is dependent on these grocery stores. And, you know, when I say Jake, I mean myself included. You know, I grew up in the city. In BR, they call us city boys, huh? You know, so when you're a city boy, you don't know what it's like to go out and get it off the land, literally living off the land. That's how people used to do. But in this world now, man, it's a skill that you're gonna have to reapply if you never learn how to fish, learn how to put some bait on it. Hey, learn how to get it, man. Oh, learn where to fish and where not. You see the water midnight blue, you trying to fish there. They're like, no, this ain't a good spot. You know, let's go where we can find some redfish, some, you know, brothers take the thing seriously. The herbs, like the elder was saying, learn how to use the medicines that the Lord created.
Yeah, because in these times you don't, as a man of the Lord, you want to stay out of those you know, those places, man. The places where the Amalans go. All right, you want to stay out of those places as much as possible. All right, because they're not. All right, they're not in your what it is. They're not for your betterment. Your best interest, man. All right, that's why Apostle Tahar even mentioned you have to. In these times, you have to become your own DR. All right, that's what's doing extensive work, research on what's your problem and what are the herbs, the minerals, and things of that nature that can help you. All right, get rid of whatever is your problem, man. And there's many things out there. You have to become a jack of all trades and a master of all, man. All right. Because we ain't gonna we coming in a time where we're not gonna be able to just go to the CVS, you know, go to the Walgreens or whatever you have in your local towns and cities. All right, you're gonna have to know how to do that on your own, you know. You know, even getting down to a little bit of, you know, and brothers be into that too, man, learning the different plants, the different berries. All right, that's the type of people that our ancestors and our foreparents were, man. They were connected to nature. All right, they was in tip top shape. Go look at them Jakes back in the early 80s, early 70s. They was fit, man. You would slightly ever see a fat Jake, man. You know, it was a rare thing to see a we call them fat, you know, a fat person, man. All right, you know, and like Apostle Tahar said, man, you shouldn't be, all right, you shouldn't came into GMS or came into the Truth Slim and all of a sudden now you big as all outdoors, man. Mm-hmm. You know. But go ahead, Doc.
Yeah. Hey, I got one real quick. This
I'm trying to look for one.
It's third John chapter 1 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
It says, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health.
Ooh.
Even as thy soul prospereth. Yep. So hey, like, you know, like y'all can like, you know, the elder I'm going into, man, you want to be in tip top shape to the, you know, at least to the best of your ability. Like, you know, even, you know, you had guys like, you know, speaking of being in shape, like guys who ran track and field, was like in the 90s, like the mid 90s and stuff, like Michael Johnson. You had that Jake from Canada named Donovan Bailey. Mm-hmm. All right. And we know that the word Michael means what? God, means God light. These guys are in tip-top shape, man. You want to get yourself in the best of shape. You will be, as the scripture says, a pilgrim upon earth. That's one who goes from place to place. Yeah. So with that knowing, you got to do a lot of walking, running, okay? Can't be tired and everything like this. You got to catch your breath and everything like this. You got to be on the go, man.
Yeah, even we're going to be as pilgrims.
Yep.
I'm going to get this other scripture for you, too. Now that I think about it.
That's a beautiful point. Because when the scriptures say we're going to be as pilgrims upon earth, you can't, if you out of breath going up a flight of stairs, or you can't jog one city block, that's going to make it super difficult for you to be a pilgrim on the earth. Jake really think once I got the scriptures, when Jacob's trouble happens, I'm going to just be in my living room, and then the Lord going to strike, a bolt of lightning is going to come down, give me spiritual power, and I'm not going to have to go. No, the Lord is going to put us through it. We're going to need faith, but we also going to need, our knees going to have to work,
Yeah.
Our heart. You're going to need all your faculties, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead out.
And to say, too, like we was talking about, we was talking over the phone, Salaki, those elements that Jake have are mainly due to parasites that's in the body. They those are the things that have you craving for food after you just ate, have you sweating in your sleep, have you with brain fog where you can't remember these things, have you lazy and things like this, man. You gotta detox and get into the herbs to flush those things out, man. Apostle Hall said, man, look, a real man, when he gets an ailment or he gets, at a downward state, he knows how to heal himself, man. All right. Doing extensive research, get with brothers who are very sharp in these areas, and doing your own research, man. All right. So it's time to feel better, man. In the best state that we can.
Oh, I got one real fast. This Job 22:2, it said, can a man be profitable unto the Most High? As he that is wise must be profitable unto himself.
That's beautiful. Yeah, how you gonna serve the Lord if your body just done? You don't take care of your body. How you gonna take care of the body of Yahushua?
Yeah. Hey, the CEO of McDonald's came out today and said, look, this how you know this man is a devil. He comes out there and says, look, people are struggling right now because they're not able to afford the burgers and things that I have to sell at McDonald's. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring back the extra value meals to make things more affordable. And really you just baiting Jake in even more. All right, to fast food is a fast death. So
yes,
basically what you're doing is just look. All right, this is more. I'm making it more affordable for you, and it's gonna send Jake straight to the spirit world.
Yeah, because anything you see, anytime, and I learned that from one of the top dudes when I lived in Houston. One of the top dudes, he was over he used to have a show. He got on the news one time, a segment of news out there, and he was saying that every time you see in the fast food, like Jake eat little Caesar's pizzas, that shit trash, man. You shouldn't be eating that shit. Okay. He was saying that when you see those 10 for 5 for 10s and shit, or 10 for 5, 10 for 5 or 5 for 10 shit, that's shit that they've been trying to get it rid of, So they just put a discounted price to it for you to come buy it up, man.
Yeah.
Right. But I had this one for you too, Yara. Odie Bugatti, all right. It says 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8, it says, for bodily exercise profited little, right? But godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come.
Hey, so that little, and that little is a lot to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Just doing a little bit, man. Like, we was talking on the phone. Yakinan was like, man, Apostle said, man, look, working what it was, folder.
That was the brother. That's the brother from I forget that brother name on the tip of my tongue, but he's from the, I think the Bay Area camp. He's with Elder Ramallah right now.
Oh yeah.
He made a video about that.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, I know that brother name, brother. It's on the tip of my tongue, literally.
Yeah.
What is Kanak? if I'm not
We're not,
mistaken.
I think we're not.
Cannot, yeah.
Con. Yeah, man. Hey, just a little bit of that, man, can do the body good. All right. Profit you a little, just a little exercise, man. 30 minute or 1 to 2 hour a day. You know, because the body is designed to sweat. You got to get them toxins out of the body, man. You can't just. I remember Elder Apostle Gabar said this, man. You know, Jake is, you know, we sharpen the scriptures and everything like this, but you can't get off the block and immediately just go sit home and just start watching more videos from, you know, other camps and everything like this, man. Get off your ass and let's get busy.
Yeah, man. Go punch a punching bag or something. Jake, go do something, man. You know, some Jakes ain't never had a fight a day in their life, man. You know, you gotta do something, brother. Like go lift some of that steel, something, man. You know, like you know, they had certain brothers in the past, you know, and a brother two down here that when and you know did jiu-jitsu and shit, you know. But let me go back to that scripture. I just had it, man. Yeah, it says for bodily exercise profited little, man, but it profit though.
Yes,
you know, like we always say, it profit though. It has a use. All right, training and doing something has a use. All right, especially in the times that we're in. All right, you might not have the funds to get to go to a gym. You know, some of these gyms are high. You know, and Planet Fitness is BS, but you have parks where you can do something, man. All right. You might get it with a brother. Y'all brothers can put some little ends together. Y'all can get a punching bag, get some mitts and shit. You know, you can do something.
Yeah.
You know, and to get yourself in some type of shape, even eating better, man. All right. Soul food is dead too. All right. You shouldn't be eating fucking soul food, man. You know that shit that Jake eat. All right.
Red beans and shit.
Yeah, but you know, it's just all the shit that Jake eat, you know, and you go around the shit that's not lawful to eat, but you still just in some sense eating slop, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And eating too much of it too. You know,
that's another thing. No, you got it. I'm in agreement with you.
Don. Yeah, another thing Jake need to know is for your body is temperance, moderation, discipline. All right, you don't want to put honey buns in the microwave every day until you get all bloated. Then ask brothers, well, what's the good herb for diabetes? No, you can prevent that. You just eat less, eat in moderation. This is Sirach chapter 37, verse 29. It says, "Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats, for excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler," which is like bile, stomach ache. It says, let me get this in the GNT real quick. Sirach 37, 29 and the GNT. It says, "Don't feel that you have to have all sorts of fancy food, and don't be a glutton over any food. If you eat too much, you'll get sick, and if you do it all the time, you'll always have stomach trouble. Gluttony has been the death of many people. Avoid it and live longer."
Hey, Bob Kashar, brother. Can you read that middle passage one more time, please?
This verse 30 in the GNT. It says, "If you eat too much, you'll get sick. If you do it all the time, you'll always have stomach trouble."
Yes, and all diseases for the brothers, younger brothers out there, you know, all diseases start right there in the stomach, man, in the gut.
Yeah.
All right, like we was talking about it, you know, before we got on here. You got certain drinks that help your gut, man. All right, doing too much of it, it'll affect your gut when you got stomach problems, man. All right, colon cancer. It's a lot.
And we're not doctors. We're not what do they say? Medical information.
Yeah.
None of that.
Right? Fair use.
Fair use.
Okay,
right, bro. Yep.
Yeah, they say the stomach is your second brain. Like, that's how important it is. Jake, you got to watch what you put in your body, man. All right. The scripture saying Corinthians, our body is a temple of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and really it's a vessel for the Holy Spirit. If you believe that, you should take some type of, like, it's an honor to be in this truth. You should want to take everything the Lord gave you and preserve it and be a monument. That's what the word Zion means. All right, if you look slovenly, if you look like you have no self-control, you just sloppy, then it's like that's gonna bleed into other areas, man.
Like I always was taught, like, you know, you can definitely you can tell what's going on in the man's mind by how he take care of the things around him, including himself, man. You know, and it becomes out to be a true thing. You can tell if Jake all wild, crazy looking. That's where his, in most cases, that's where his mind at. You know, the things around him are falling apart, the car falling apart. You know, different things. That's where he's at mentally, all over the place. You know, you gotta take care of yourself for the time that we're here, man, in Babylon. You have to, even on the sense of what is called. I'm tipping my tongue, man. I don't know what's going on tonight. Maintaining yourself on a hygiene level, man. You know, these are things that must be done, man. Okay.
Yep.
I'm looking for this other one though.
Yeah, real quick. It's Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 14. Real quick, I want to get a point on this. It says, "Heal me, O Lord, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise." And the reason I'm reading that, because when the things that we're talking about, one of the main things you got to do, Hakim, is pray. You got to pray. You got to do it. You got to fast as well. You know, they say, I think I read one time, fasting, like it's hard to do, but between, I think it's like 48 hours or something like that, that can restore, that can rejuvenate and restore the whole immune system, man. All right. Once again, fair use. But yeah, that can help. Prayer is a key, to health, man. You got to ask the Lord for that, man.
And they don't just have to be. You can fast off watching TV. You can fast off doing other things too. You know.
Yeah.
That you can feel that overly consume yourself in. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jake. You can fast off of different parts of your diet. You don't have to fast off everything for a week. You could do a water fast. You could do a meat fast. You could do the Daniel fast. You just eat pulse. You don't have to just say, okay, I'm fasting now, so I'm not going to eat nothing. Then you starve and you at work. You got Jakes that work in the heat, the sweltering heat. You trying to be over righteous. Yeah, I'm fasting. I got to afflict myself. Bro, it's not the Day of Atonement. You're just being over righteous. You can fast from certain things and still reap some of the benefits.
That's right, man. That's a good point.
Yeah. I remember a few years ago, I worked a warehouse job, and it was just, it had to be 110. I was on a trailer. There was no ventilation. I'm like, man, I'm tripping. I'm trying to fast. I'm bugged out, man. You can drink water, man. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Especially down here, man, with that heat on a whole nother level. It's like it's sweltering heat with that humidity and everything, bro.
Yes, brother.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't do it to yourself by going out there trying to be over righteous, trying to be just so you can come back and tell the brothers, man, I went this long without drinking and everything. Nah, it don't work like that, bro. You tempting the Lord like that, man. Okay.
Yeah, you at camp about to pass out. You can't bring out the precept.
Yeah, the brother had one too. I wanted to put up the Ecclesiastes 38:4. The Lord has created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Which is true, man. You started to learn as you come in the truth. You start to learn more and more of the things that's a benefit to the body, and herbs are one. All right, you learn about herbs, tinctures. You learn about minerals. All right, you learn about things that give life to the body. That's what you need to do too. You need to learn how to eat things that are life, man. Eating a big ass bag of Lay's potato chips ain't life. That ain't there's nothing living, man.
Yeah,
all right,
the
Pringles and shit. The hell we doing here?
Yeah. Hey, I can stay away from that damn vending machine when you're at work, man. For you brothers, I'm not saying Jake doing it, but that ain't nothing but a death machine, man.
Hey, the goddamn gas station, because you start to you start to have that on the go type of diet, like a trucker's diet, man. Look at them dudes, man. I done seen them all the time. Them truckers, them niggas be fit. Year one, they fit. They doing push-ups on the side of the truck, off the wheel. You know, them niggas running in place. And about year 5, them niggas fat as hell, man. Gray hairs, you know, wrinkles everywhere. Because what they do, they go to them gas stations and get bullshit. And they say they be on the go. And if you work around that shit, you start to do what? Do the same thing too. And you make your health bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right, bro.
They got to take care of their bodies, man. We only get one till we get in the kingdom, you know. I know we prophesy a lot about getting new bodies, but we got to do what we can with the ones we have right now. These got to last us throughout the greatest. The scriptures call it a time like no other. It's the greatest turmoil the earth has ever seen. You want to be mobile, you want to be agile as possible, you want to be strong as possible. You know, you want to just be, you want to be focused. And really, it's difficult to focus if you have a horrible diet. When you put all them chemicals in your body, it doesn't just make you fat; it also have you bugged out. You just you're not right. You're not performing it at your optimal level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it alters your mind, man.
Yeah,
that's what your mind. You know,
there's not enough oxygen is getting to the brain. You know, to help it flourish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that deal with blood circulation, you know, getting oxygen in your cells, that's gonna be good for your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and getting in, you know, and that comes with, you know, too, man. You know, just like I said, like brother's been getting into working out. Like Apostle Gabor, I forgot how old he said he was. He said it the other day. He mentioned
he's about to turn 60 this year.
60 or something.
Yeah, he said he's turning 60. This man is 60 and can ride a bike or let alone walk 4 miles. He said, man, I was going to do 3 miles, but fuck, I did 4 miles.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I just feeling good, you know. I'm like, damn, boy, they got a lot of jakes. There's a lot of jakes I know. This in my family, they can't do 4 blocks, man.
Yeah, and 20. They 20 years old.
You know, they Jake bitch and moan about sweating, and Jake don't want to. The so-called men today don't even want to sweat, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they don't want to get dirt under their fingernails from doing something manly out there in the yard or to the car or some shit or the roof, man. You know, I watch niggas. I didn't watch Jake out here literally wait 3 hours for the AAA man to come when the tire, the nuts, and the goddamn the damn what they call that damn thing, the crowbar shit right there, man. You know, but go ahead, Doc. What you about to say?
Yeah, we were saying earlier about being self-sufficient. You know, YouTube is basically a university. They got so many videos you could teach yourself how to do damn near anything, especially with a car. You put in the model of the car you have with a truck. They got a video of some Edomite. Look, you get this, get the teeth, get the bolt. Like, oh shit, I could do that. I just, you know,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, if they doing it, I can do it, man. Even like I said, even down being, you're a young brother, you in the camp, you 18, 19, 20, you self-sufficient, you stay by yourself. Keep staying by yourself, man. Don't give up your place, man. But learn how to cook. You know, learn how to do things which you ain't gotta ask your moms or pops or no brother do, man. You know how to do it for yourself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yep, like I said, even if you get in there and mess something up in the kitchen, you're learning. You know, you got to crawl before you walk. All right, get in there and learn, man. All right, it ain't nothing. You know, you got to get on the phone, with a brother. Hey, Doc, I'm doing this right here, man. You know what I need to do. All right, and brothers will walk you through the steps, man. But just apply yourself. Yep.
That's another thing, networking and finding out. You need to network within the camp. Find out who know how to. They got brothers in the camp that know how to do all type of stuff, man. And sometimes when you even when you go other places, you be dealing with brothers like, oh damn, that brother be in the same stuff I be into. You know what I'm saying? And y'all bounce off ideas and stuff like that. But you never know if you don't ask around. Some brothers just be tight-lipped. Then like we made that video back then. Me and a couple of brothers not being a punching bag to the world. You're not asking questions, taking counsel, because that's what that goes back to. Not taking counsel. What happens, man? You get taken for, man. Like we had a guy in the camp some years back. He's no longer with us, man. But Jake was so stubborn on not taking taking counsel just on small things to where he went out here and Jake got played out of what 30. How much it was out for the back breaks? I'm a why you remember? It was
No,
like
it was
30.
ridiculous.
It was like 3,200, 3,500 for some back breaks, man. I'm like, man, you crazy as hell, man.
Damn.
You know, and that Jake, that's just Jake. That's just Jake being, being stubborn, man. Oh, I ain't want to bother nobody, man. You know.
Yeah, that was a good point though. Like you remember we went to Charlotte. I started chopping it up with some brothers out there. Next thing you know, I'm making jewelry. I would have never known I could do this if I didn't, communicating with other brothers. And like the scripture that the brother opened with about communication. If you got a particular skill, like say the herbs, for example, let brothers know. Like, oh, this you take this with this. Don't just keep it to yourself. You hoarding information.
Yes.
That's damn near wicked. You know how to heal brothers. You're just not telling nobody. What?
Yeah, man.
I got a quick one though.
I got a precept for to back that up. Salaki. Hey, let me back you up real quick. I'm with that precept. This James chapter 2, verse 14 through 17. It says, "What do it profit, my brethren, that a man shall say he have faith and have no works, and can faith save him?" But this the one I want to get. Where it's at? I don't want to lose it. Get right back. I think it's in 1 John. Yep. 1 John 3 and 17. Salaki. "But whoso have this world's good, and seeth this brother have need, and shut up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in him?" So you got these things that can help brothers, man. You can't be quiet about it, man. You see a brother right there struggling, need some assistance, whether it be faith, getting into these herbs, the medicines of the earth, and you just holding it for yourself. You just want all the information. That's not, the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man.
And also take the information. Take the information that the brother's telling you, man. All right, do them. Because guys. Oh man, I try to take the herbs, but it's too spicy. It's supposed to be that way. They're supposed to be bitter. All right. Then, like I said, some things that you do is you gradually do it. Just like how you see Apostle Gabor run. He didn't just woke up yesterday and run 4 miles. Day one working out. No, it's a gradual thing, man. You build up to it. Same thing with even if you lift weights, or you do something, for as your help, it's a gradual thing. The next thing you know, it's the same thing with the scriptures. You start off like a baby, you learn what is precept at, that precept, that book, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you willing and dealing in the scriptures, man. But it's a gradual thing. It's not overnight.
If I could say this is how a lot of people mess up. They'll have a New Year's resolution and they'll go in the gym January 1st. They try to hit every machine, put the most weight on. They're like, man, this is crazy. Now your whole body sore, you can't walk, and then you quit. That's not the way to do it. You build up a tolerance to add to your work capacity. You don't try to outdo yourself the first day. All right. The same thing with your diet. If you've been eating garbage your whole life, you don't just quit everything cold turkey. Now all you do is eat kale and lettuce all day. You're gonna bug out. You're gonna bug out, Jake. You gotta gradually find the things that are delicious that are also nutritious. Don't just try to, just eat plain bland food. You can season, bro. Before I came in the truth, I didn't know how well you can season asparagus. Jake can season anything, man.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take the same, but Jake will go overboard seasoning garbage and abominations. When it's time for Jake to make crab or catfish or something like that, they'll add all kind of sauces. And then when it come to vegetables, Jake will just have some greens on the plate looking all boring. They'll talk about, I don't like vegetables. You ain't seasoning them, man. Of course you don't like them.
And Jake like seasoned food, flavorful food, man. And it's a way to do that. It's like I say, at one time I didn't know how to get down and cook, but over time I took the time to learn on my own, and things that I do know how to cook, I cook them. Even for brothers, man. Down here, we brothers particularly grew up in the South, all right, mainly in New Orleans. We eat certain various things that are abomination. But then there came a time like, hey, I'm gonna I'm gonna remix this shit and do it the Hebrew way, man, and put things like gumbo. I'm gonna put the righteous things in there we couldn't eat, and then guess what? It tastes just like the same thing, man.
Better.
But righteous, but better.
Even better. It's even better.
Yes.
You know?
Hey, you put me on what it was, the Hennessy wings, the Hennessy wings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, flawless. Flawless.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
There are things that we can do. There are things that we can also learn to do, man. All right, and that's for you younger brothers. You don't have to just sit around and just wait. Learn. You know? Learn about things just even in life, man. Let me see something.
Hey.
Okay.
Back in the like what you were saying, Amawad. I remember like when I first got hip to this alkaline, regimen, everything like this. When you first get on it, you just want to just straight do that without the knowledge of knowing like this can too much of this can affect, because you just starting off. Too much of that can over toxin the body, and you feeling fatigued, you didn't got nauseated, you're vomiting and everything like this because you're trying to do too much. All right, you gotta pace yourself, man. Like you say, gradualism, so gradual steps to achieve that goal of success and health, man. You got it, brother.
That's why Scripture says don't be a glutton over any food. All right, Jake have a gluttonous mentality and go from being a glutton to wicked food to being a glutton for righteous food. And you're thinking, well, it's righteous, so I can just keep eating it and keep it. No, you got to do everything in moderation. That's really when you're in the truth long enough, you realize it's all about balance, temperance, and not doing too much, not doing too little, but not doing too much. And that's the spot you got to find. But this is a real quick one for younger brothers. This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 15. It says, "The heart, which is your mind, the heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. A man's gift maketh room for him, and bring him before great men." So, if you're a wise man, you're going to seek out knowledge, you're going to retain knowledge, and then you're going to have gifts. You bring those gifts among the body, and you never know what a brother's into. That's why you try things out, Jake. You try something out, it works. Next thing you know, you're talking to a brother. Come to find out he had a similar hobby, or he did the same thing. Now y'all chopping it up. You trading stories, and you get wiser.
Yeah, even in a sense when you come in the truth, Jay come from different backgrounds, and then you get in the truth, and you'll see brothers putting various different things on the grill on the stove, and then you the guy, I don't want to eat that because that's green. I'm like, man, you gotta open your horizon. You gotta open your palate up to many things, man. Same thing with we had the same conversation. Me and this brother here. Even when it get down to the liquor, man, stop drinking that fucking trash, man.
Ooh.
Jake drinking taco vodka and shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Go buy some shit with some quality, man. Some of the shit that's been aged for 10, 12, 15, 20 years, man. You gotta watch that shit here too. The wine, a lot of the wine got all type of what I told y'all, brothers.
Yeah,
pesticides and different. You gotta watch all that shit, man. Yeah. All right, now we know we're gonna be amongst this devil, and we're gonna eat our bread to fall amongst the devil. But hey, man, hey, brother, this try to watch some of that shit too, though.
Yeah. Remember you had said this a few years ago. You was like, some of the better liquors is more expensive, but you don't have to drink that much of it. You can sip on it, just get you a little bit, sip on it. Yeah, it costs a little more, but we men of the Lord, man.
Yeah, man.
Get something that's quality. You're not going off.
Hey, man, hey, stop being cheap too, man. All right, we've been in the Lord, brother. We want what we want. We gonna get it, man. All right. We got, hey, brother, you got how much you got, brother? Okay, I got this. We're gonna put it together, get it. Oh, it's a $150 bottle or some shit. The VIP or the meal. The meal costs this much. We're gonna get it, man. Ain't gonna be cheap about it. We're gonna cry once, man. All right. We're gonna cry once over here.
Hey, like me, you went and got that we went and got that nice out of that total wine and spirit y'all can we went and got that Yep. It was something you was like, man, I can't think of the name of it. Then we just seen it and the brother knew that's what it was. And this is top of the line shit. All right. So we can't say, hey, Shalom Malak, and you passing the brother some clubhouse gin or something like that, man. We gonna call ourselves kings. We gotta drink like kings.
Yeah, man. We gotta eat like kings, man.
Yep.
All right, we gotta look like kings. Our attitude, the mindset, that the way we walk around is in the kingly mindset, man. Even when it come down to dealing with these women out here, I'm gonna deal with them in the kingly mindset. All right, I'm gonna have a mystique mindset when I deal with them. I ain't just dealing with any last one of them and laying down with any fucking thing, man. You know, that's a whole nother subject in itself.
Yes.
Brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was holding this. That's the scripture said that the book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth." So if we're kings and judges of the earth, that comes with a certain level of responsibility, and it comes with a level of understanding. All right, this is high quality, this is low quality, which, you know, obviously we're under the curses. We're not going to be able to get that $1,200 bottle of Hennessy. What is it, the Paradise? You know, we're not saying to go spend your whole paycheck on a bottle, but, you know, stop cutting yourself short and stop being in that mindset of a broke nigga, man. We're not niggas at all.
Yeah, and another thing, man, we get into the point of budgeting, knowing how to maintain your affairs on your own, man. And that's for you younger brothers out there, all right? If you with your moms or with something like that, you 18, 19-year-old, build yourself up to get out of your people's place, man. You know, your car, keeping your car, keeping your job, man. You ain't just bullshitting around on the job, man. All right? You get yourself your own place. And like I said, your own place. You know, you ain't dependent on no broad. You ain't dependent on, like I say, that's the behind the scenes of things, man. Because like I said, a lot of these people out there talk about the apostles and talk about the bishops out there, you know, mainly up in New York and different places, like they know them, but behind the scenes, this is what they're teaching and developing men to be men. All right. I remember Apostle Hart did a video. It was a live video on 34th and Broadway. And he said, "Hey, come here, brother." It was a young brother, probably about 18. He said, "Man, tell him about you." Like, he got his own place in New York, had his own car in New York, man. And you got to do it. You brothers out there got to do the same thing. Learn how to budget your money, man. All right. You ain't got to buy the. You ain't got to right now. Don't buy the damn Madden, man. You ain't got to buy the damn 2K. Let that shit wait. Handle your business first, man. All right, pay your bills. If you got anything with this devil according to the law, you might have a ticket or some shit over your head. Hey, man, get that devil from under you, man.
Yeah.
You know, handling your business. That's on the whole. I don't know what the spirit just jumped on that though, but go ahead, Art.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's what we've been talking about, bro. Handling your business. The elders stress that thing about handling your business first, and where you're gonna get caught up in the jam to, all right, now you gotta do something miraculous to get, you know, brothers out of it when this could have been handled because, you know, you didn't take part in doing it, man.
I push it down here because the elders push it on us back then. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that thing it sent you into another type of mentality with yourself, man. Handling your business, man. You know?
Yeah.
And he, like I say, okay, I was looking at something, but go ahead. My bad.
Got one. It's 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 5. We read down. It says, "Likewise, ye younger," talking to younger brothers, you know, "submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility.
Mm-hmm.
For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua resisted the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you." All right. So even with the brother, giving testimonies, giving orders and everything like this, man, he's watching out for you, for your soul, man. All right. So you don't get caught up in this beast system with all these things that brothers are going through, man. You don't be subject to all that, man.
Yeah, like Apostle Todd said, man. Now don't let me catch you drinking a damn soda, a carbonated drink, man. You know, where it got your nipples inflamed. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show Israel. You know, Jay crazy as hell, man. Like, hey, I'm right here. Look, brother. You know, these brothers know what I'm rocking down here, brother. Like brothers on the regular, you know.
That's right, brother.
On the road, we making it ourselves, you know, juicing. All right.
I just go in the kitchen to get mine.
Yeah, brother. Hey, man. We don't just talk about it, we do it, man.
Yep.
All right. I think that was probably it, brother. Like we got to the point, you know, we said what we had to say, you know. So with that, you know, we hope this was edifying to the point, you know. And like I said, it was in the spirit, man. You know, the same spirit that's been going on this past week with different apostles and bishops going in this matter, man. So with that, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh. Double honors once again to the elder apostles. All right. Peace, blessings, and salutations again to the whole elect out there. Shalom.
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 Shalom.